What will happen with Penelope and Colin? Additionally, will Lady Whistledown's secret finally be uncovered? These are questions we will answer. Today we will analyze the first half of Bridgerton Season 3, and we'll discuss what we might see in the upcoming episodes. Ready? Let's do this. The season is centered around Penelope and Colin. She begins the season with many insecurities because she broke her friendship with Eloise and Colin. However, he reappears to apologize to her and help her find a husband. The season will show us how Penelope dares to meet suitors while developing a new connection with her friend Colin. The season ends when Colin realizes he has feelings for Penelope and confesses them, leading to both of them becoming intimate, and him even daring to propose marriage. That's the season summary. With that in mind, let's begin the analysis. Let's start with the characters. Colin Bridgerton starts this season with a quite interesting change. In past seasons, he appeared more innocent, but now we learn that his trip to Paris changed his personality a bit. When Penelope reads his diary, we even learn that he was intimate with Parisian women, whom he describes as the most beautiful in the world. In several episodes, we see Colin with some new women, making it clear that he's now a bit more daring than before. However, this new facet didn't take away his kindness. As soon as he discovered Penelope's distress, he decided to apologize and take the time to help her find a husband. And this was long before he liked her, so it speaks volumes about how important she has always been to him. As the episodes progress, he emotionally connects with Penelope and achieves something he hadn't with other women. Let's remember that in his diary, he wrote that he had been with several women, but he never truly connected with them. Penelope gave him that connection he had longed for. Colin is a highly sought-after man, perhaps the most sought-after of the season. He could have any woman he wanted, and although he shared his bed with many, he truly longed for a real connection that would excite his heart. At first, Colin had doubts about his feelings, but when he saw Penelope with Lord Debling, he realized he didn't want to lose her. The season ends with him sharing his intimacy with Penelope, and things get so serious that he even proposes to her. This marriage might sound rushed, but we must remember that they have been friends for years, so they know each other quite well. Now let's talk about Penelope. The season begins with her at her lowest point. Her friendship with Eloise ended when she discovered that Penelope is Lady Whistledown, and her friendship with Colin also ended when Penelope overheard him speaking ill of her. This left her in a vulnerable situation. Penelope starts this story with the idea of finally finding a husband, but not so much out of a desire for male companionship. The season tells us that she truly wants a husband to be able to get away from her mother's house. Let's remember that her sisters and her mother do not see her in a good light. Penelope doesn't want to live that kind of life, so the best thing for her is to marry to get away from them. This connects her with Lord Debling. He told Penelope that after they marry, he will embark on a long 3-year journey. This idea didn't seem to bother Penelope because her desire to marry a man isn't huge. Of course, she liked Lord Debling and thought he was a good man, but what she really wants is to leave her home. This vulnerability of Penelope's leads her to find refuge in Colin, who despite his mistakes, proves to be a true friend. Despite her sister Eloise not getting along with Penelope, he still maintains the friendship. Penelope starts the season very insecure due to the problems I mentioned earlier, but thanks to Colin, she regains her confidence and strength. When she meets Lord Debling, she achieves a certain connection, but then she realizes they don't have much in common. Lord Debling loves nature, but Penelope prefers to watch it from the window. The interesting thing is that Penelope doesn't hide these differences. She discusses them with Lord Debling because she wants a real connection with him, and Debling surprisingly understands and respects her for it. I think Debling would have been a good husband for Penelope, but as he himself realizes, Penelope's feelings are not with him, but with Colin. He can't stay with someone who doesn't love him. Debling ends up alone and being comforted by Cressida. She has been quite cunning this season. I'm not saying she's a super evil villain, but she's definitely not one of the good ones. I highly doubt she'll end up with Lord Debling, because the season has shown us all the time how she has lied to connect with him, so it wouldn't make sense for them to end up together. The only feasible alternative I see is that in the remaining episodes, Cressida learns from her mistakes, apologizes for the harm she has done to Penelope, and that leads her to mature. Perhaps Eloise will help her with that. Their friendship is somewhat false. Eloise only joined her to get away from Penelope, but I don't think the writers accidentally united them. I believe Eloise will help Cressida mature, and hopefully, that will help her end up with Lord Debling. And what will happen with Colin and Penelope? According to Netflix's teaser, the plot will revolve around how people will assume their marriage. No one will like this idea because they judge Penelope quite harshly. Both characters will have to face judgments and even mockery that may arise. However, the main problem will arise between the two of them. The season made it clear that Colin feels repulsion towards Lady Whistledown because she wrote bad things about his sister in the previous season. He wants to make this writer pay. But of course, he doesn't know that Penelope is Lady Whistledown. Eloise, on the other hand, feels tempted to reveal this secret because she no longer trusts Penelope. She still has feelings of friendship for her, but she doesn't forgive her for what she did. According to Netflix's teasers, the Queen will offer a reward to whoever reveals Whistledown's identity. I'm sure Eloise won't be the one to reveal the secret, because despite everything, she appreciates Penelope, even if she doesn't want to admit it. But the reward is an interesting detail that makes us think that someone else, someone external, will reveal the secret one way or another. We don't know who. Either way, Colin will find out about this, and will have a fight with Penelope. This could break their relationship, or strengthen it if Colin gives Penelope the opportunity to explain herself. I really believe that everything will end well for both of them, and the misunderstanding will be resolved. Let's remember that each season focuses on a different Bridgerton sibling, so the story of Penelope and Colin has to end here, and I don't think they will end badly. The next season couldn't focus on them anymore, but this also raises doubts. Penelope is a different character from the previous ones since she also functions as Lady Whistledown, and since the first season, her writings have been relevant to the plots. I don't think this aspect of the series will disappear for the next seasons, so Penelope should remain in the series, even as a secondary character. Who knows, maybe the following seasons of Bridgerton will change the formula and give us more of Penelope, even though she won't be the protagonist anymore. But well, that's all I can say about this first half of the season. Personally, I didn't like that they divided the season into two parts. I feel that Bridgerton will lose momentum for the second half because of this decision. Either way, I'll be on the lookout to bring you more content. I hope you liked the video. If so, you would help me a lot by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe because I'll be uploading more videos of your favorite movies. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.